Good morning, everyone. It is still morning. Welcome to the parent education portion of our baby shower. Earlier, we did a interview panel on birthing and pregnancy classes. Feel free to go and check those out after this. So here we're going to be talking about parenting classes. There we go. My name is Juliette Rudder. I'm the Community Engagement and Outreach Coordinator for the Healthcare Coalition of Southern Oregon. And I'm here today with Susan and Bethanee. And let's see, I have to pull up my notes. All right, so Susan is the Early Learning Support Specialist at Take Root Parenting Hub, responsible for coordinating parenting education series and workshops in Douglas County, as well as budgeting, grant writing, and accounts payable tasks. She's been with Douglas ESD since 2017. Her background is varied, with a Bachelor of Science in Foods and Nutrition and working in the food and beverage industry for over 20 years. Susan is married and has a beautiful grown daughter and two equally beautiful granddaughters, and she loves being a grandma. She likes to keep in shape by running early in the morning, especially since she's a foodie and loves to cook. I want to have dinner at your place.
Thanks.
Bethanee is one of the program coordinators with the Regional Parenting Education Hub, the Family Connection. While the majority of her professional experience has been in management retail, her passion is in supporting families. One of her main roles with the Family Connection is to support parent educators in facilitating online parenting classes. She's certified in multiple evidence-based parenting education curricula, including Make Parenting a Pleasure and Parenting the Positive Discipline Way. Her goal is to encourage any curious parents to join a parenting education program. She believes that the best way to nurture children into thriving adults is through providing parents with proven skills to build happy and rewarding lives. Thank you both so much for being here today. Super, super appreciate it. And the first question that I have for you both is, could you describe your organization? Bethanee, why don't you go first?
Thank you so much. So the Family Connection is one of the limited resources available for in Southern Oregon that funds parenting classes. Our mission is supporting strong parenting so all children have the opportunity to thrive. We are a nonprofit program selected by Oregon Parenting Education Collaborative to be the regional parenting hub for Josephine and Jackson County. So we implement free parenting classes where parents can come together, learn effective parenting skills, be introduced to community resources, and find support from other parents. And along with that, we also provide the professional training for professionals in the community from other organizations that are serving families. Our program does sit within the Head Start main office. However, we serve all families in Josephine and Jackson County. And the best way to find us and be in contact with us is through our Facebook pages and our website, because we do not have a storefront. So that's a little bit about the Family Connection. Thank you.
Awesome. Susan, same question.
Okay, thanks, Juliette. We are Take Root Parenting Connection. We are located at the Douglas ESD in our newly remodeled building. It's at 1871 Northeast Stevens in Roseburg. And like Bethanee, we are also a parenting hub of OPEC, the Oregon Parenting Education Collaborative, and it is a partnership between several organizations: the Oregon Community Foundation, the Ford Family Foundation, Meyer Memorial Trust, the Collins Foundation, and Oregon State University. And within that, we also have contracts with Oregon Department of Human Services and the Early Learning Division. We are one of the 15 OPEC grantee hubs, and we cover Douglas, Klamath, and Lake counties. And our vision is to help families create positive early childhood experiences for children And our mission is twofold. It's to provide high quality parenting education program to the communities in Douglas, Klamath, and Lake counties, and to also normalize parenting education classes in our community. We, like Bethanee, we offer these classes universally.
Fantastic. Love it. So could you describe the parenting classes you offer? Susan, why don't you go first this time?
Sure. So we offer parenting series, which are usually 10-week series, as well as we offer 1, 2, or 3 night workshops. And the workshops are, we use a subject matter expert in particular topic, any kind of parenting education subject that parents are really interested in. So the parenting series are evidence-based. So there's been a lot of research done on them, and they're just an opportunity for parents to learn about child development, about just to share parenting strategies, and just also to connect with other families in the community. So some of the parenting series that we offer, one is called Nurturing Parenting, and it goes through the ages and stages of child development, communication, self-worth, behavior, family values. And then another one is Make Parenting a Pleasure. It's a similar program. It talks about self-care, stress and anger management, again, communication, child development, and discipline. And those are focused on parents of children 0 to 8 years old. But because of our more recent agreement with ODHS, Department of Human Services, we are able to expand the focus to 18 years of age, parents of kids. So we also offer 2 different parenting series, one called Strengthening Families, and it's more focused on parents of kids 10 to 17, and the same with Nurturing Parenting for Adolescents. And that's where you have parents and kids are in the class. They join together, then they separate, and then they come back together. And then we offer, I think it's a 6 to 8 week series. It's called Parenting the Second Time Around. And it's for other caregivers. They could be aunts, uncles, grandparents, great grandparents that are raising children. And they're doing this for a second time. And some of the workshops we offer are called, one is called Babies Don't Come with Instructions. And we have expanded that now into 3 parts. So the first part will be around the mom and the primary caregiver. The second part is more focused around the dad and how he can support the mom and his role in that. And then the third part is a new one we're offering, and it is going to be about babies' first foods when they're going to more solid foods, and it'll be around making your own baby food. So that's exciting. We're also doing, we've got an agreement with our early intervention and early special ed program here at the ESD. We are using a speech language pathologist, and she taught a 3-part workshop on teaching your child to talk, and that was very popular. We have Taming the Tantrum, parts 1, 2, and 3, and that's also a very popular workshop series that we offer usually about twice a year. So we're just finishing up one where we partnered with ADAPT, and Mackenzie Gosnell is teaching that Safe at Home. It's called, and it's on several topics. We have the final workshop tonight. And then we do when we were able to do in person, we did a family activity called Play to Learn. And that's where it was focused on kids getting ready for kindergarten. So as parents and their kids about 3 to 4 years old, and they came together and did several activities and had dinner and played together. So that's our family activity.
That is awesome. What a menu.
Thank you.
Bethanee, your turn.
And I will try not to duplicate too many things. And I just want to kind of share that Susan and I serve very similar roles for different counties. So if anyone is joining in outside of these 2 counties, there is a OPEC hub for your county as well. So I'll try not to duplicate a lot of things because we do very similar roles, and we use similar curriculum as well. So most important to me, I think, is that we have a class for everyone. We're going to serve expecting parents all the way up to parents that are in those teenage years, like Susan spoke about. So there's lots of different curriculums, some curriculums that Susan had mentioned we also use one called active parenting, positive discipline, conscious discipline. Lots of different evidence-based curriculums are available, but almost every curriculum is going to have the same core basic topics of communication, brain development, ages and stages. So knowing what's realistic to expect from your child at each age, lots of self-care and stress management, because we know as parents, you cannot pour from an empty cup. There's going to be topics on positive discipline, safety, reducing risks, especially with technology and entering those teenage years. We talk about sibling rivalry and lots of different topics like that just vary based on the age of the curriculum that's being taught. I think it's also important to recognize that parenting classes are always taught by a certified professional facilitator. Sometimes that's one, sometimes that's two, but if you come to a class from the Family Connection, you are going to see my face because I attend all of our classes, because you can never have too much information. All of our classes are still offered on Zoom, and the way that you will receive your materials that you need to attend a class is through the mail. So you can expect a package from us with all of your goodies and your handbooks, as well as your community resources. Like Susan said, a parenting series is multiple weeks. Those can be anywhere from 4 to 16. On average, the curriculum we're using right now is between 6 and 8 weeks. And our sessions are between 90 minutes to 2 hours long. We also offer topical workshops like Susan mentioned, although I like a lot of those topics, Susan. I might have to borrow some of those ideas. But you can expect to attend or join in a 90-minute workshop every third Monday of the month for the rest of the year. And those offerings are already laid out on our website. And lastly, there's a lot of specific curriculum. So there's curriculums for parents who maybe are in recovery, or maybe of very young parents. So in that 18 to 21-year-old age range, or for parents of children who are experiencing neurodiversity. We also do curriculums just for fathers, so that dads can have a place to come with just other males that are serving in that role. So lots of different offerings across all of the different OPEC hubs. So that was fun to learn from you too, Susan. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic. So why do you offer these classes? Bethanee, go ahead.
Yeah, so parenting education is the first form of preventative care to shield children from adverse childhood experiences. It's our hope that by normalizing parenting education for all socioeconomic backgrounds, we will help shape healthy childhood experiences. So it's a preventative thing. And we know, and a lot of us in this work, we joke that children don't come with a manual, right? So our hope is to provide parents with skills that will help the children thrive, but also the families to have a more engaging and happy life. When everybody's at everyone's necks, it's not fun, but there's skills to communicate better and thrive together.
Very cool. Go ahead, Susan.
Okay, and I'll second what Bethanee said. And it's really, we always tell the parents at the beginning too, that they are the experts in raising their child first and foremost, and we're just offering support to them. But it really gives the parents an opportunity to connect with other parents too, especially when we are able to go back to in-person. They love that, and they can form relationships too, especially during the parenting series, really get to know other parents and just realize that they're not alone in any challenges that they're having, that, a lot of parents are going through the same thing. And so that's good to hear for the parents, I think.
Definitely get that sense of validation.
Yes.
So what are some things parents should know before coming to a class? Susan, go ahead.
Okay. So All of our classes and workshops in the parenting series are offered free of charge. Most of our in-person series and workshops starts at 6 in the evening and are over by 8. And so it's on Zoom. We have been going to, because that was a little bit long to go 2 hours, we've gone to about 75 minutes for both of them. And the series usually lasts about 10 weeks. And when we're in person, which we're hoping to go back to in the fall, they are held at various elementary schools throughout the county. So we try to rotate where we are offering them so people have a chance to attend. And then our workshops are usually held here at the Douglas ESD in one of our conference rooms. And the parents will receive a certificate of attendance after completing either the series or the workshop. And we also almost always will be offering incentives for attending. They'll get something that's related to the workshop or to the parenting series. They'll receive a bag of goodies at the end of that. So that's always fun. And I think that's about it for me.
Fantastic. Your turn, Bethanee.
Yeah, I was just trying to nod my head on all the things that were the same for our hub. I think one thing that I always make very clear when we start classes is that we're in this together and we all struggle. I might have a lot of parenting books on my shelf, but I'm not a perfect parent. And myself and the facilitators are never going to come from a place of judgment, where we try really hard to be transparent with our current struggles as well, just to break down those barriers for parents so that it's just normal. We're just humans coming together, trying to learn skills and struggles. All of the facilitators are trained to in different activities to help parents engage, but parents are welcome to engage in whatever feels most comfortable to them. So they are welcome to say pass or not answer questions if it's uncomfortable for them. They also don't have to turn their camera on if that's something that's not comfortable for them. And those are questions that we do get a lot. Because we are communicating virtually, it's really important when registering to give us the best email address, phone number, and then the mailing address so we can mail your materials out to you. Anything else that she did not already cover? I think, I just like to also say that when whatever you put into the class is what you'll get out of the class. We're going to share the information with you, whether you're wanting to engage or not. But when you engage more, I think you do receive more out of the information and out of the experience.
That makes a lot of sense, for sure. So other than the class itself and all of this fantastic information, do families have other reasons to come to classes? Bethanee, you go first.
I think we've said most of those extra things, but it's access to the community resources. It's normalizing struggles for families. It's building connections with other parents, especially for the in-person services. We saw a lot of families going and having play dates after meeting in classes. And then families are gonna, they report to us in our surveys that their lives are happier and healthier, and they are enjoying their children more after they have learn skills and begin implementing them. So there's just a big wraparound of goodness that comes from parenting education classes.
Very cool. All right, Susan, go ahead.
Yeah, I think a big thing is that connection that parents can get with other parents, despite even on Zoom. We've seen other relationships happen, like, oh, I want to get together with you and talk about that, or that's really good to see. And like Bethanee mentioned, we have asked the parents to fill out evaluations at the end of the workshop or the parenting series, and that gives us really great feedback on what they liked or if they thought there could be improvements. So that really helps us too, and helps OPEC also.
Fantastic. We're bumping at the end of our time. Is there anything else that y'all would like to say before we log off? Susan, why don't you go first?
Sure, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to let everybody know about our new Parent Resource Center that's going to be opening this next month in May. We'll be putting announcement on Facebook when we're officially open, and it's open to all parents to come in and get resources. We just want to be like kind of a go-to place for all things parenting. We have, it's coming together really well. We've got lots of things for the kiddos too, as well as the parent resources, lots of books. And we're hoping that we may be able to also hold small workshops in this certain space too. So we're really excited about that, and more information will be coming.
So be on the lookout for that, y'all.
Right.
Bethanee, go ahead.
Like I mentioned at the beginning, the best way to stay up to date on the Family Connection programs as well as community programs is through our Facebook page. And we have a community calendar on our website where my partner Diana goes and looks out on the internet and finds all good free family things and throws it there. And so that's a great thing to check out, especially if you've got a day where you're not sure what to do. Take a look at that. And then with our programs, they are self-register. So I believe Juliet is going to share a link. So you can click that link and pre-register for classes. Once those registration lists get full, we implement a class and we reach out to you via email to let you know this is the date, this is the time, we hope to see you there. And the last thing I would say is I can almost guarantee you'll be glad you came to a parenting class.
Well, with folks like you both there, I imagine that they would be into it. Thank you both so much for your time. Very, very much appreciate it. And those links that Bethanee mentioned are in the comment section of this video. Thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate your eyes and ears, because this is all for you. I hope that you both have a fantastic day, and tune in tomorrow where we have story time that's going to be happening. We're going to have a presentation about the Purple Cry period, and we'll also be learning who won their prizes. Please fill out our feedback surveys. That is a very good way to get on our list for prize drawings and whatnot. So once again, have a great day.
Thank you, Juliet.